I mean, there's no way you can fall behind right here as IG. LGD, they've got a little bit more where they can make things work later on. They can wait for the game to happen to them a bit more. IG, they're going to need to set the pace early.
Junglers are on opposite sides of the map right now, so perhaps an opportunity for LGD and Climber to make a play happen. Sasa just trying to shove this way in now. This wave in. We're going to see a dive attempt onto the Shy here. Sasa almost in the danger zone, so he's going to be getting a lot of damage down. The Shy is getting burnt to a crisp. Nice. And the Ignite and Sasa get first blood.
Climber is in the area. The counter gank potential is very strong for an Neferi.
Oh no. Sasa, you're going to be in so much trouble, man. 3 people are about to show up. He flashes early. He realizes his Goose could potentially be cooked. The heal for the speed up there. There's the equalizer trying to burn these members down, but not enough damage this early in the game. Flash is burnt, but JJ gets the kill.
Yeah, there was nothing he could really do there. That was about as well played as that could really happen. Still not going to be able to do anything in that situation, and it is going to be the grub started up right here for LGD. Being able to grab 2, not sure they're going to be able to grab the 3rd though.
XQW doing what he can to keep them all at bay. Meanwhile, Rookie was able to shove them off, and IG will secure the 3rd grub.
When leaving your lane, but before that, he's still something. Hang on, Climber.
YCX has shown up in the mid lane to try to keep them all off XQW, but he gets tagged by the Vi. Good stun. Rookie is able to wade through all of it and get through, but JJ dies on the backside. Now, here comes Climber trying to bear down onto Rookie, but the charm lands. Climber's going to have to get out of there, taken below half.
Oh, that play was a little bit of a mess right there. I was incredibly surprised to see XQW actually end up dying. I thought these objectives either. That is quite a big worry. They're going to move on to the grubs right now. At least going to be able to secure the first one of these. Teleport, though. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they did ping out that this teleport could be happening. But IG looking to bear down Xiaoya in a 1v1 with Gala. The exhaust goes down, but it's not a 1v1 anymore. Rookie has shown up. He'll have to flash the charm. And now JJ bearing down on YCX. The Shy showing up as well. Ultimate going to be used, trying to keep that will unbreakable, but it's not going to help. He will fall all the same, and IG win another fight.
Yeah, IG just so strong right there. Pull the trigger, get the flank off, and Gala gets exhausted at the start of that one, and it just doesn't matter. This should be a dive right here onto Dazzy, and I do not know what you can do. He's almost getting 1v1 before it starts.
This is cyberbullying, man, please. But that's what happens when you take Ignite in the top lane. Yeah. Many League players not too happy when they see an opposing top laner do that. It's a global taunt.
Yeah. Unfortunately, right there, everybody gonna jump up into that top lane. This is a stat and a half. And yeah, it is just going to be another objective picked up right here by LGD. They've not been falling behind in terms of the objectives so far, but just the tempo of the game. It feels like they're not able to actually go toe-to-toe with IG right now.
It's incredibly difficult. The pick has been very strong for IG. Top lane's been strong, and Sasa just getting bullied once again. He had been such a nice spot for LGD, but in a game like this, when you don't have TP and you got to be aggressive,
and again,
it's impossible.
It really is. It feels like there's nothing that can be done. And we talked about it, right? This is a blind pick, first pick Rumble. B1 Rumble. Or teleport.
Oh, we're just going for it.
Bot lane. All right, fine. They need to make something happen.
This could be their one way back into the game. Mako not going to quite land the knockup, and XQW and friends trying to get a lot of damage. Climber chasing after him, will close out of the kill. And now, can you shut down the Shy is the question in a 3v1. But he's got the turret to help him out. He's knocked up, but he's got the ultimate doing so much damage. Last auto attack from the turret will be enough. And Gala going forward, looking for another Kaisa in the LPL moment. XQW gets pulled off the wave and will burn away a triple kill for Gala. But now it's different. IG look different because of this meta change, and they look so much stronger than we could have expected. As JJ is coming in, can we land the charm? Oh, the predict! That is nasty! Is the shield enough to at least make it a 1-for-1? Rookie gonna flash forward. Oh, that was a little ugly, a little too overzealous for IG.
Don't worry about it. Think about the predict. Don't think about the way that play ended.
It was cool.
Tower, this should be the first tower of the game, falling right here over to IG. Going to be able to move themselves even closer here towards the feats. Actually, that should be the feats picked up for them right now. Very impressive early game so far out of IG. They've been able to get themselves a 3k gold lead, 15 and a bit minutes into this one.
Not aware that that was that was ready to go for the Talia. And now we have a couple summoners down on the side of IG. We'll see if they're still able to make a play. JJ's going to try to find a way back in. They're going to go and pick YCX here. XQW has left his cow to dry, although he's throwing rocks over the wall. Xiaoya trying to get into the fight as well. Now it's a split on the side. Gala on one side, the Shy on the other. Rookie in the middle of everybody getting put in the bounce house, and he can't dash away. Gala on the backside. There will be no Kaisa moment here, but he ends up finding a way to trade a double kill for him.
There's actually not going to be the end of the world right here for IG. They will end up losing out onto the Herald, and we'd just talked about how IG were coming out on top of these plays, but this one is a complete mess from IG. They get engaged upon, then over-aggress themselves, and end up sandwiched between many different people in that situation. Gala does well to be able to pick up a kill on the backside of that fight.
Ari ults back up. Ended up in the middle of 5. Only got to use 1 charge of the Spirit Rush. When you're playing Ari, if you're using 1 charge, the fight better be over. And you better have won the fight.
Was hanging around in the same area. I think Atakan's going to be started up soon.
Yep, it's already been ripped on. It's already
melting.
Almost dead because you have Kaisa. It has been secured for IG. Keep in mind that this is the part of the game where LGD usually sees it slip away. They've struggled so hard in the mid game. And this positioning there, Climber's got to flash away. He's shielded just a bit, but a big knockup from Mako with Gala on the back line means he's able to free fire. He's got 2. They lose 1 on the other side.
Oh, very low health bars right here, though, for the remaining members of IG.
Charm. And YCX taking out to about half, but the Shy, he's like, hey, I want a piece of this fight. He's been exhausted, but he does so much damage still. Xiaoya almost dead from that.
Yeah, Rookie more than happy to step up right here. You've seen almost everybody right here from LGD around. You're also very safe on the RE2. Can just pressure right here. It's going to be interesting to see how much more LGD are going to look for to push for, because they've got so many members up in this top side, but they're now losing a tier 2. They're going to end up losing out onto poor XQW. They get a second tower top side. They're maybe going to get another charge out of the Herald. This is not quite worth it for them.
Oh, the Shy is dead.
Hang on,
okay,
this is not
wait
worth.
a minute.
Hang on.
LGD being proactive in the mid game. What is this? They've exposed an inhibitor. Climber is going to be able to drive the Herald out of there for at least a little bit. Mako will claim the kill on it, but okay.
Try to stop as many of these bases as possible. They're at least going to stop Climber. Gala's able to pick up a mid lane tier 2. You lost the mid lane tier 2 in the bottom lane. You lost a Drake as well. And so you are paying quite a lot right here for this play as LGD were in the area. You know, it's a... Oh, hang on.
Oh, no. Sasa, it feels like every time we see him, he's going down. Can't quite find Gala, but Gala does get knocked up. He is surviving for now, but YCX and the Alistar damage a little too hefty.
Drop the base out of XQW.
The Shy?
And now the Shy just, going to be able to push forwards onto this tower. This is a massive mistake right here out of LGD. This is what's been hurting them. The decision-making around the mid-game.
Who has to back for it, so he's not going to be available for this fight if LGD won it.
No, and you've only sent back Sasa right here. That's not going to stop this inhibitor from falling, and the Shy on 2 pushes is able to just pick up so much.
Shy eats a full equalizer, but it doesn't even do that much. Now Vi ready to go in along with Rookie. YCX going to find the knockup. The carries are safe. They blow up JJ. Here we go. It's a 5v4 stun out onto Mako. The Shy wants to go in. He will manage to survive. Rookie going to land a big charm onto XQW, but the flash away means Mako can't get in either. So LGD hanging tough. XQW off alone on the side is going to get shielded up, but Gala on the gold from XQW, but the rest of the fight not exactly going the way they want. The Shy got in there, did damage, but died. Now it's time for Gala to have another Kaisa moment here. He gets exhausted, he's got a flash, he's split off from the team, he's in the Guardian Angel, the guys can't save him. Mako wants to save his buddy, gives him a shield as much as he can. Gala fighting his way through and finds 2 with the help of his support, and now it's only Rookie and Climber left standing.
And I mean, the end prize is that IG get themselves another Drake. What a mess.
Yeah, it's not looking so hot. And look, and we're no longer picture-in-picture. At the very least, the Baron down below 4,000 HP.
Just gone again.
There's no way that LGD are going to be able to get in here. IG draped in purple.
Indeed, they are potentially hankering for a fight as well. Rookie going to go in.
Everybody wants Sasa on the side of RG, and they're going to find him. IG just crushing them. And now it's a 5v4. JJ trying to get the way forward. So they're just being corralled. Xiaoya, at least he's going to get his fill. We haven't really talked about him too much. 5-2-3, doing his thing on this Xayah pick.
He just keeps on moving forwards with that Spirit Rush, doing as much as he can to just buy space for the team right now. They don't really need to engage a fight. More than happy to just be able to pick up these objectives and make it so that there's less and less map right here for LGD to be able to play around. I gotta say though, as much as this has been a very impressive game from IG, LGD haven't just let it happen to them. They've been proactive. Win or lose, pretty nice. Hang on, Nico goes in.
Yeah, XQW finds himself in a lot of trouble. The equalizer did some damage, and Climber gets taken all the way to the back line. He ends up trading out the Shy, looking to just rip the rest of the back line. The Inhibitor getting focused here. JJ and Rookie just doing dynamic duo things. The Inhibitor has fallen. The minions still pouring in through the bottom side. They're going to shift it down for this Inhibitor. Oh, wait, Rookie with a big flash. He gets exhausted. He gets knocked up, and he goes down. LGD, as you said, not letting it happen.
No, they are still fighting into this one. That was a play that they decided to engage upon themselves. Climber desperately trying to make it work. Gala now going to get jumped right here. Manages to dodge away from the seismic shove.
Oh, man, the combos are just too strong. Gala lives. He's dumping damage. JJ leading the way. YCX will fall. The teleport comes in from the Shy, and they are going scorched earth on the LGD base.
Gala with the fancy feet right there. Xiaoya trying so hard to be able to pick the kill. Actually gets the stun, but the golden available to the Shy. Resets coming through. Climber actually here. He's going to be able to pick up that kill. That's a decently big shutdown, and despite the fact that this is a mess of a fight, and JDG, they've still been one of the top players for the team. And so it's been really sad to see him just get completely shut down throughout this one.
3-direction blocks her.
So tricky.
The moment is, all right, we're going to see YCX go in. JJ going to get to the back line. Rookie coming through. Sasa going to be the first target. He's going to go down. Gala will see XQW go golden and realize it is a golden opportunity for him to free hit. The first Nexus turret has fallen. Wait a minute. We have 2 kills for Xiaoya. The Nexus is exposed. The question is, can you drive off IG? Can you drive off Gala and Mako?
Gala.
I don't know if you can drive him off. The exhaust is out. Wait a minute. Xiaoya puts him into stasis, but no. Mako shuts him down. Climber has to kill Gala and Mako. That might be an impossibility. And it is. IG will slam the door shut on LGD. A guy who we've much maligned. He's had some problems. Really has no way of getting out if he gets engaged on. We could see LNG get some leads early on.
Absolutely. It very much is going to be on LNG to drive the pace of this game pretty massively. We'll have to track to see if he's actually able to get right here into JDG's jungle to steal something away. Jun.
Yep, already looking for Hai Chao. Hai Chao flashed right into it. First blood for Shu.
Really any rotation going through at the moment. I think also on the side of the teleport for Photic, in this matchup where you're constantly getting poked out so much, it's very likely you're going to have to go recall more often.
Well, here comes Scout, and Zhuo is stuck under this turret. There are so many minions that Photic is losing here. He's only level 4. Paze is going to shift forward and just choke this man out. Here comes Shun through the wall, slamming him up. Hai Chao trying to come in a 1v3 right now, looking for good damage onto Shun, but he gets caught. He's got to flash out, but luckily Weiwei able to bail him out. But now Weiwei's in the middle of a 3v1. Zhuo can't do anything to help him. Weiwei goes down, stuns are there. Paze is low, he falls as Hai Chao really lasts a long time in this fight. One more auto attack, and he finds Missing. Will he be able to do anything to Scout? Not quite. And Scout, stunned, still alive, lives, gets the double, 3-0-1.
All 6.
I just don't think it's a possibility, Bloxer. There's too much vision for JDG. And one thing I really want to point out is LNG, you know, we mentioned, hey, they've got this pick comp, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, they haven't been able to action on it at all.
No.
And I think a lot of that has to do with Missing has yet to put himself in a bad spot. You know, obviously there was that fight up top where he ended up dying. He played that pretty well. Yep. But this is a guy who has been an exposable player so far.
Well, actually, in this game, it looked pretty good so far. I feel like JDG are about to run this back.
It's JDG found. Although, we're going to see Zhuo engage. Scout's going to look to ride the wall. Jun surviving for a long enough time, but not enough damage coming down on key targets. Why did they think they had the damage for this fight? Allah teleports in, but now he's on the wrong side of the tracks with Missing. Photic is going to land the root. Allah with the counter-strike, he's only going to be able to stun 1. And, all right, can he make the great escape? This would be absolutely incredible, but the arrow to the back takes him out. Yeah, and big shout-out to Weiwei there. As soon as he saw Scout, he's like, target acquired, right on top of him to disrupt him. Really need Talia to get their feet set in a fight. They've played these games before. Although on the bottom side, maybe LNG can make a play. Way down here. Trying to go after Ala. Going to use his ultimate. Well timed there. Perfect plays on the bottom side. Haichao not able to survive, I don't think. This is going to be tough. Zhuo is trying to link up with him. Trying desperately, but he's tethered. Has to drop his ultimate. The wave is in. They're just waiting him out now. What a predict by Scout. Haichao, like I said, Jun shared the download with Scout. Perfect predict.
But I mean, he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. He was almost always going to die in that situation. The unfortunate thing is that's going to be first tower that ends up falling in favor of JDG.
Taken by JDG. This will present a problem later on. JDG, as long as they utilize their Herald properly, they'll be in good shape. LNG is on the way. They're looking to catch missing. The very catchable missing. And they did it. They got him done. The man is still on the wanted poster.
Keep him a little bit safe in these team fights, but still going to be pretty squishy. You don't want to be sat in the backline as that initial engage.
Rift Herald got used in the mid lane for JDG. This has allowed time for LNG to go take the Dragon, their second of the game. We did see Shun show his head up on the top side. We see a lot of pings going down on the top side. Shun is going to look to catch out Zhuo, and he's going to find Zika too. This could be problematic. Zhuo's got to go over the wall. He, much like missing, has had a lot of problems, and he will fall. Scout flying through, looking to attack Zika here. He won't be able to get anything more.
So what's happening on the rest of the map right here for LNG? They've got to push onto the mid lane, and actually Photic is going to stay, try to pressure onto this tier 1 mid, and there's tier 2 pressure going down in the bottom side right now between Weiwei and Haichao. Don't know that they're actually going to be able to pick themselves up this full turret, but actually they're turning it into a little bit of a base race right now. JDG, they know they can keep pushing,
We saw this last game, but we saw it used by LGD, not to the greatest effect, but we'll lose the tier 2 in the bot lane, but no tier 2 in the mid lane that went down. Just the tier 1, I believe.
Around that one, I agree with that. I think it's so easy to throw around the Atakan that it's often better to just sit and wait for a good play to happen before you go for it. Mid lane tier 1 actually is going to fall. Yeah, that last Grub's just about able to get it. It really is Grubstiff, and that does open things up. Obviously,
they're going to help you out if they're not on top of you quite yet. Ping's going down, peeled back to the Dragon. It's started up. Ala looking to back, but he does have teleport. LNG looking to wade their way in this river. 6,000 HP. Weiwei over the wall, ready to go in. Down to about 4,000 as Haichao is up front. Misses the first charm, but has corralled himself in the pit. Ala, that teleport in, is on the backside. Zico, once away in, has his ultimate too. Down to about 3,000. It's a chess match here. Shun is stepping up. Wants to secure it, and it's secured by the Varus.
It's stolen.
And Shun whiffs his ultimate. This is LNG's time to shine. Weiwei, target's missing. Haichao pushes forward. Zika's dashing in because his flash is back up, and JDG are falling apart. Shun's health bar getting low, but the backside, it's Scout. It's Ala who's healthy. He hops on Zika. Scout needs to try to catch up, but the counter-strike is not going to stun. It's a double kill for the Ambessa. Can LNG escape as Scout is on his surfboard riding around, forces the flash out of Haichao?
And they're still going to chase this one. Zika's actually stopped walking. They need to run away here. LNG, there's no tower to fall to.
Scout flashes over the wall looking for Haichao. Haichao catches the Ezreal ultimate. They're so low. Throw another rock at this glass house, and the seismic shove shut down for Ala.
And it looked so good for LNG until the point at which Pays just opens up the guns, is able to get so much damage down. Aaron at the moment. JDG, they've just straight up
take a look at the picture here. Because we could see another steal potentially.
Another steal.
Photic is nearby. We see Juni's taking the blast plan over the wall. Teleport coming in for Zika here. Haichao, he's got to hoof it over. We see Jax over the wall, at least trying to stop the Varus. Here we go. Vi's getting into the pit, but it is suppressed. The smite is secured, and LNG are falling to pieces. Ala gets to the back line with the counter-strike. He won't even die. He goes golden, baby. And here comes the Weaver's Wall. Scout will find Photic, but he'll get caught up in Ambessa ultimate, but he goes golden too. And LNG are just unable to do anything here. JDG finally able to crack the resolve of LNG. The inhibitor is falling and blocks her. I think this game may just be over.
Yeah, this should be the end right here. 27 minutes into the game. Zika gonna do what he can. There are respawning members. Zhu back up. 13 seconds on Weiwei. But it's just not going to be enough. Zika
Allah,
gonna fall.
what are you doing?
He wants to get
Help
extra stats right here. And there it is, JDG. They're going to be able to step past LNG.
Question is it enough to tie the room together, Bloxer? Because, like, sure, you have this Rakan and this Vi, and they're really great at diving, but guess what? This Talia will cause problems.
And Allah is pretty dang low.
Just expired. We do see the Shy is running for his life. He's got to flash away.
Oh, no!
And Allah wins the 1v1. The question is, can he escape? The answer is
no, absolutely not. The second that you get hit right there by the Arctic Assault, it is just going to be a kill going on over. Ended up dying early on. Didn't affect him last time.
Good play on Rookie. Hold on. Rookie, run. Get out of there. Wait a minute. You're on the wrong side. He's going to flash over this wall. He will burn Scout's flash at the very least. The Rise will be able to catch up. He did indeed get those tattoos in Rune Prism. It's a kill for Scout. Pretty good use of them. So you're like, hey, you know what? We don't want to give these up. Hey, we took them too, and we can actually use them. I think nothing is worse than when you take the grubs as a takeaway, because it's like, man, like we spent all this time and invested all this effort and couldn't do much, but they're looking to make a play onto Allah. Scout and Missing are here to try to protect their top laner, but the engage is onto Scout, who's down to half. Allah's just trying to clear the wave right now. Another good seismic shove, and Jeja has made his way up here. Mako is ready to go. The Ignite is on Allah. Mako is tanking it up, and Allah is burning, but he lives on just a sliver. He's still alive after the shock blast! What? He's still alive after a seismic shove! Rookie's the one who gets knocked up, but they manage to get on top of Scout and take him out. And Weaver's wall comes flying through. Rookie will live. It's a disaster for JDG in the top lane. Or his jungle in this case. Thriving, moisturized, taking out grubs. We do see Shun. They're going to come in on the mid lane here. He's going to clear out the pink ward with his team. JJ will be forced off this last grub, but that is totally fine. 5-1.
Oh.
Here comes a Realm Warp on the other side. The Shy already has the flash. Nice catch here by the side of JDG.
I love that out of JDG. They recognize that they're not going to be able to make a play elsewhere. Dice, he can still make it work in these fights so very often. Right now, though, he's just going to be in the top side. The rest of the team going to be around this Ocean Drake, picking this one up. Meaning Drakes are now going to be one apiece. Next couple are going to be incredibly important. No Drake stacking available, though.
IG knows this, but they've moved it down and are maybe looking to make a play bot side.
Oh, they are. They're going to teleport in as well. They are looking to take out Arla right here. He's getting back towards the tower.
All right, the Hollowed missed, but Mako's in the mist, and you can't miss that headbutt. Rookie will get the kill, and now the 5 grub pushes on.
And this is what you can do with this composition, right? And actually, ulti going to come through out of Gala to just be able to clear out this minion wave. Should be able to stop this one from going down. Turret does fall right here for IG, and such a good proactive play out of them.
Scout will be able to take this top turret, but, you know, Gala's missing his ultimate, so why not? Just fight.
The Shy's hitting a tier 2. Like, as much as, yeah, you get the top lane tier 1, it takes so long for Scout to be able to do that you end up losing out onto this top lane tier 2. The Shy now going to have to turn tail and run. Is actually going to be able to get away from this situation. And you'd lose very little for that play. Great map rotation.
We're going all in on the Shy here. Pays is on his way. He is sprinting. The Shy with a nice flash and knock him back. All right, can you land them all?
The feet.
You hit one. Come on, dude. You have to hit this guy. Shun says, brother, give me the rock. I'm just going to dunk on his head.
They're going to head straight on towards this Rift Tower. Going to be able to pick this one up nice and easily. Question for me is what's going to happen about this Drake. Drake spawning in a couple of seconds' time. You are closer to it right now, Ajun, but with no friends in the area, I'd be very surprised if he's able to start this one up straight away.
Not too much more, so JDG, they did have to bide their time a little bit. They're now heading down to this dragon, but they're looking to make a big play on the Pays, and it will pay off. It is Gala claiming a shutdown. That's a CS shutdown, by the way.
Oh yeah, CS shutdown is crazy, but Gala grabbing it is especially good. Has also got that Bloodthirster completed, so is in a very strong position at the moment. The Jin gonna need a couple more items to be as useful as Gala is right now. The mid lane, tier 1, gonna be cracked open. This is nice and early to be able to grab this one. Will really unlock. And look at the grubs right now.
Twitch chat,
of them.
That's you guys. That's you, Twitch chat, helping out, taking out that turret.
Incredibly proactively. As Rookie, you can only take yourself on your ulti as a rotation. Scout can take everybody else with him.
Okay.
Ooh,
We are seeing
ulti
proactivity.
misses.
The engage is there. Missing had been once again caught out, but he will survive. JDG will not opt into the fight yet, but maybe so. Jun steps up. Allah steps up. Mako is low, but the rocks are out.
I mean, missing the initial engage right here for IG isn't great. Interesting.
They send 3 over, and they've realized the Shy is here, but here comes Rookie to cut off
Paze
the
is
squad.
caught again.
They've engaged on the way to Paze. Paze will fall the bullet time. Not going to do much, but on the other side of the fight, it's the Shy Mako with a huge 3-man knockup to buy some time. Gala joins the fight. The Shy will live. Allah will fall, and Scout will only be able to get the 1. No, he'll find the 2nd because he's going sicko mode, but he ends up going down anyway. And it's IG coming up aces.
I mean, Scout, he saves JDG right there from it being a clean ace into Atakan, but still, 5 kills are going to go over there. Atakan will be picked up right here for IG.
No. Is IG looking to put themselves on Infernal Soul Point?
Yeah, indeed, and IG, they're looking good so far in this group. Now, the group had some question marks going in. IG had some question marks going in. I was in the face of the opponents.
And I must say, Bloxer, this IG, I think that with this game here, and the way they played so far...
It's not a complete wipe for them, but they will get very strong once that 3rd item's completed.
Jun's been caught out. He's going to be able to make it toward his rise, but he's taken a lot of rocks. Gala flashes forward. Here comes the ultimate from Rookie, and Jun is stuck. He will fall. A big play by IG, and now the Baron may be in their sights. They're going to rip it.
Yeah, they've used 2 key ultimates now. You don't have the bullet time, you don't have the Weaver's Wall, and there is still a lot of members of JGG in the area, but junglerless, how can they steal this one away?
They need to find a way to get all of their potentially 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. They're going to pull off, man. You're not going to even be able to make an objective trade happen. IG can just go and do the dragon if they want up in there. As the dragon has been started, Shun is ready to go. Doesn't have the easy way into the wall, into the dragon pit because he's on the red side of the map. The Realm Warp was a fake out here, but Mako is looking to keep him away, and it's soul secured for IG. Missing manages to get onto the misfortune, but it didn't matter because Paze has to flash away. But JJ and Rookie are sticking right on him, and Rookie another Weaver's Wall to cut them all off. He's doing battle with Shun right now. Shun is winning the war because he's punching the crap out of him. There's the ultimate. Rookie goes golden, but he's got no one left to bail him out.
Damn.
Shun at least gets the 1 on the backside, but Scout is in unfamiliar territory, and IG says, screw it, we're just going to push.
Interesting TP angle right here as well out of the Shy. He wants to find this kill right here onto Scout. Scout, flashless, caught in the red buff. That's a very juicy red buff right here for the Shy. And whilst this is happening, the bot lane tier 3 tower is going to fall. The inhibitor soon to follow as well. There's a potential for a flank right here of Missing, but he's alone. He doesn't have any friends right now. And IG, they're going to take a king's ransom off the back of that play. He still has a lot of tools available.
Rookie's revenge?
Rookie's going to go again. Yeah, looking for it right now.
Beaver's Wall for jungle camp. Good trade.
Yeah, exactly. Still, though, they're going to be able to push through this top lane. Not send anybody onto the mid lane right now, and Allah actually has a good push going on in the bot side, so this might not be as worth for IG as they would really like to. It depends how much they can get on this push.
ADG are running out of options. Allah is shoving on the bottom side, but IG is just forcing themselves down JDG's throats right now. Top inhibitor has fallen as well. Allah's continuing to push. And already, we've lost Missing. Scout has to go golden. He's in trouble too. They're just fighting 5v3. The teleport's finally coming in as Scout limps into the fountain. Shun goes in, but he's knocked up and he falls. You're going to have to make a big hero play, Allah. The first turret has fallen. He's already walking back to the fountain because he needs some mana. The second Nexus turret has fallen.
He's done.
He's just knocked away from the fight, but now here's the turnaround. The health bars are starting to get real low. The Rune is out. Scout needs to make big plays. Gala is so healthy right now, though. Nexus exposed. He's starting to auto-attack. Big shock blast to take him low. Mako is just dealing with them on the side. And Gala and the Shy have slammed the door shut on JDG. IG have put the LPL on notice. We're back for split 2, baby.
I'm not going to lie. LNG's life is on the line. This is the game that they need to be winning. And I feel like their composition looks really good. They've got a lot of setup. They have a lot of wave clear with the Corki or that Gwen. Now the swap has come through, but there isn't necessarily a lot of priority, and LTD are going to take first dips into the river.
They do get the first grub at least. Looks like Climber wants to get out of the back of the pit, rightfully so. Haichao, Photic, Dwo are already here. They are getting engaged on. That's the Between Worlds. XQW is bouncing between them like a ping pong paddle. Now Dwo getting low as well. They get the nice little readjustment there from LNG to make it out alive, but that was dicey.
And a little bit of a reminder, Corki, Ezreal, not really the champions you want to have around a 4 versus 4 skirmish. Both having a tier with a couple of stacks. There's no real stats behind the two champions early on to be able to rely to have that skirmish. Usually what happens with the early Void grabs, specifically after they've been changed to serve a better purpose when it comes to feats of strength, is that one jungle will usually get in. It's usually the jungle that doesn't have the priority, steal one with Smite, and then back out. And I love the fact they have brought Nafiri together with Misfortune down the mid lane to push that one in.
Oh! Dwo just says, we're going. You get the horns as Weiwei needs to get away. Goes for the flash. Nice combo. Xiaoya, he thought he could get the bullet time. There's no way he was ever going to, but now he's dicing away onto Weiwei. Nice little re-engage, but Weiwei goes down now. And Climber, he's able to help get Xiaoya that first blood for LGD.
See, this is the problem. If you don't have the mid lane wave and you try to force a play when you don't have a mid lane wave, this is usually how it turns around. I think Weiwei had a really great play.
Oh my Xiaoya! He sits Photic down, one of the legacy players in the LPL, and welcome Xiaoya to the stage.
And I be how much I like Photic. I'm like, hey, this is a baby Jackie Love in the making. He went from baby Jackie Love in the making to we have Jackie Love at home.
Oh no!
He's only kept primarily the bad parts of being Jacula. Xiaoya 2-0, bloodthirster already. If he wasn't dying before, he's not gonna be dying anytime soon right now. And Sasa is that a 14-minute uncontested full turret plating tower he just took down one lane?
Of LGD, they are about 2,000 gold up in this early game, but this is separating the systems that we expected here in this Group D. LGD were the favorites to come out third. People at our team had them in first place even.
Brute forcing the way through getting priority from Misfortune.
Yeah, they have complete control. I mean, they had like a 13-minute first dragon or something, but now we're getting the engage on top with the TP coming in. It's going to be XQW. They got to save him. Yeah, XQW.
What?
Oh my god, that was a TP of all time.
What? You just TP'd. Okay.
Yep. That's what
Just
Poppy
a reminder.
does.
Okay, at least it was in EU we say good death. It was a good death because they managed to get that mid lane tier 1.
This very powerful weapon called the Nerf bat, and unfortunately, she got smacked a couple times by that thing. There's going to be the tier 2 tower, right? That's what I'm saying. Tier 2 tower goes down to LGD as they try to use that side lane pressure there. A little bit of map gained on the top side for LNG until like 15 minutes into the game. And now LNG are putting pressure on top side, which is going to pull the attention of LGD. But that's a tier 2 tower secured by LNG on the back end of the play.
I was expecting for them to actually put a lot more pressure over in the top side of the map, but if you saw the movement from LGD, they were actually crossing through mid lane to potentially cut them off on the top side of the map.
He was the guy that spent a year on LGD Young in the LDL, got moved up, spent almost 2.5 years on LGD, but were never able to find consistency. And against his old squad, trying to put up a fight here and trying to make LNG matter in the group. Photic going to find the kill potentially out of YCX. He's dodging, he's dipping, but it will be Weiwei that secures it. TP, double from LGD, looking for trouble as well as XQW's in there. Bullet time over the edge, but it's not going to do much damage. And Sasu, he's cooking. He ain't got a real weapon, but he's got a dog at his side. And Climber making good on that first attempt. He's looking for wins this time on the Nefiri. A double kill has come through, maybe looking to follow it. Did get the reset there, but will not follow through under turret. Massive play from LGD.
That was a 3 for 3 at the end of the day, but LGD come out clutch because primarily all the kills went over to Nafiri, Misfortune, another tier 2 tower over in the mid lane falls. The goal difference is not that massive because you've got a slight gold lead on Gwen. Hold up, this play is red.
Wei just went in there and died. Xiaoya eviscerates him with the bullet time. And that's just going to mean LGD goes straight over to the Atacon. There's no jungler. Wei just tossing this fight, unfortunately. And LNG struggling to find a way back into it. Maybe overextending themselves because of it. Trying to take advantage of the Atacon. Trying to take advantage of the apprehensiveness that LGD is approaching this one with. They just go for the fight, though, as LGD have pulled off the Atacon. XQW gonna pop that between worlds, but they are getting chunked. They need to get out of this fight. LGD, they mishandled the situation, and now LNG, they will not be able to push into the Atacon, and after all is said and done, it is Atacon GAs across the likes of LGD.
Unfortunately, Wei just gave away the play a little bit too early, and LGD capitalized by taking an Atacon that is, as an LPL team, you should be very happy to take. Hold up, Sasa?
Hey, he got the objective. He's got Atacon by his side, and he will be back in the fold very shortly. Has team
from the sort of LNG to create a situation where potentially an Alistar all-in could give you a kill back.
5-minute timer started now. LNG, what are you going to do with this 5 minutes? As XQW was looking for a little angle here. He's getting chonked here, as now he's going to get sent back with his Atacon GA.
Like usually when you have a Russian Atacon, you want to get more on the map. The TP flank coming through.
My
Double
God.
TP flank coming through.
It's the Avengers. They're coming. And I don't know if LNG know. They know now. XQW finds the between worlds, but gets immediately just taken down out of the fight. LGD, they went for a very zealous fight and unmake themselves.
TP that Zika can pull here, maybe on the top side wave?
Oh, bullet time's going to be used. That's a massive tool there. But the Unbreakable has also been utilized. Down to about 5,000 health. Wei is in the front line. Weiwei's getting chunked. XQW dodging, dipping, diving, and now LGD. They might look for the fight afterwards or look to run away. Weiwei wants to try to catch them. Counter-strike going in. Doesn't hit it, but gets the kill anyway. Sasa in the midst of all of LNG, looking for kills and looking for more. And he's got that damn dog with him again. Call Scooby-Doo. Call somebody, because LNG need help. Climber's viscerating him. Climber's eating them. And Climber gets a triple kill.
And all eyes on Climber for this one. Gets the big letters on the screen. But the real hero was Xiaoya. Not touched at all through this entire fight. Pulled up, I think, 5,000 damage, if I'm not wrong. Baron goes to LGD. Fight goes to LGD, mid lane inhibitor for LGD, and this could be Soul as well. 1.5 minutes on the clock, and they will have Baron.
To focus on here. There's so many other
Hold
issues.
Up.
Oh, man. We're in a bullet time combo there. I don't know if they can defeat Climber here. Climber is just running rampant on the map, and LGD find more picks. I will say, YCX taking a long route down to this setup, but the dragon has already been taken, not even contested, and that's an Ocean Soul to LGD. He's got to get preemptive vision, all right? Preemptive vision. Luckily, they have decent clear. Bullet time going to come through, about half health onto Photic. That enables them to get space enough to take the tier 2 turret. That will fall. Now Xiaoya was looking for a little bit of damage onto Photic. Nice little wall bang there onto Sasa. He will make it out with a leap strike. Juo getting a little bit lower. Zika is now the target. Sasa low, gets stunned up by Juo. Nice little setup. The steadfast presence is in there. And oh, Sasa can't get a counter strike. And now Weiwei's gone. You're losing members left and right. The magic hook from the deep. The anchor is heavy, and the more kills go the way of LGD. 32 minutes in, LGD will push LNG into that deep, dark pit of Nirvana, and they will give a fight in Group D, and they will tie up JDG, meaning that next game is all important in Group D. Let's go!
I feel like these fights are going to be so freaking chaotic because, again, there is no necessary CC to pin people down, and you don't see your traditional front to backs. These both drafts are very BLG. No flash. He's gonna smite that. He's going. He's doing it.
He's going. Sasa.
That's a
no vision.
Type of early game gangs.
Oh no, Sasa! Don't get baited. Okay, I think. Oh, the flash. Shun with the outplay. Shun with the first blood, and JDG make a mark.
And actually, he's not going to lose much because, as you noticed earlier on, Shun did not start with the extra pot. Shun is heading towards that bot side. There will be a wave right here, so they could be looking to dive. There is no barrier on Xiaoya. He burned it in a skirmish. Let's see if Shun can make this guy work.
They just go for it here as now the turret going to be being tanked up by Missing, who just dies to Xiaoya. He's looking for another kill and it pays too. Got those chase stacked up though. Xiaoya will end up falling to Shun, who picks up his second kill of the game early for JDG. When it comes to objective setup there as well. But that individual strength is still there in these picks for LGD. We see now JDG collapsing onto those LGD members. Those picks that weren't supposed to happen are happening now, and YCX is down.
Yeah, it was a little bit disrespectful from LGD because the new Nafaris was the top side of the map. Sasa doesn't have the TP, so he definitely cannot play in the bottom river, and you know that objectives are being handshaked right now. Before I do though, Xiaoya.
Do you agree that Xiaoya's dead? Because I do.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
oh, Missing dies? Okay. YCX gets a kill back. Redemption?
You get to actually get some poke down, and maybe Akali and Jax Nafiri can capitalize onto that. But right now with no frontline, I'm actually very worried as to what Xiaoya has to offer in the team fights.
I will say, though, LGD doing a very good job of objective control here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like things are going well across the board. Oh, no. He lost the cannon and might die for it. See if Scout can actually throw these rocks the right way. Weaver's wall coming in. One more. Oh, he can't find him in the shroud. Here comes Missing, though. Oh, and Sasa just appears out of the bush. Two ninjas, but I think XQW might just make it out. Oh, no. The big cow finds him in the end, but still, it'll be a nice pickup from LGD.
Bring the Avengers down bot.
True. Unbreakable Will available for Missing, so he could be a massive tank for this bot lane play. It looks like LGD realized the better of the play after the TP is coming down. They will back off of it.
Down to take that dragon, because you know that everyone's on the resets. Xiaoya does not have the ultimate. He has to expend mana to push in that mid lane wave. JDG
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh!
He's going to die again. No way. He's going down in a whole heap. As Shun comes up with another kill. Dragon is up, but they aren't even going to send many members that way. It's literally just going to be Scout and Shun.
Contesting that dragon. You walk into your jungle, you see your jungle empty. They're obviously going to be towards the bot side of the map or resetting, but you have no commitment into this dragon pit because you do not have any vision.
And
He's
now,
2 levels up.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 now,
it's so
but
hard.
still.
He wanted to get the Essence Flux there onto Xiaoya, get a little extra damage. But Sasa taking the
my
1v1 into Ala. Ala trying to pop the needlework. Emergency button hit, but that emergency button is not enough. They get the re-fight onto Missing here as Sasa had taken the 1v1 against Ala. Oh, wait, what? XQW is down at bot lane.
Yeah, Shun dived that bot lane tower together with Scout. And right now, there's a cow underneath the tower all alone. Pays. Look at him, he's through the jungle. He could very easily transition towards the top side of the map. However, Scout is going to take yet another tower. Missing.
Oh, he still died. I was going to say, I thought he got out. He just stayed under turret, and Shun is pretty strong. Did burn the flash,
everything
though.
Was missed.
Yeah,
everything
that
was
was
missed.
a little
The
tough.
W was missed from Talia. The W was missed from Xin. Shun had to flash to get the connection onto the Akali. However, that's a 3-0 and 3. Zin's a 1k up. They're going to pop the Reef Herald right now into that mid lane.
And now JDG can reset their positioning. Pei's getting low on mana, but still able to pump some Mystic shots in. The mid lane turret is low, but JDG holds strong.
Right, there are no objectives. However, they're looking at Alet. There is still ult on XQW.
Ala, yeah, he's definitely in some trouble. I mean, Sasa looking for the in-between onto Shun. Counter-Strike going to go down. XQW looking to clean up Ala. Here comes the dogs. Ooh, nice little crescent guard there as well. They get the kill back, but no, who's going to be cleaning up the kills now? Ala, of all people, going to snip the life away of XQW. Though Climber wants to go back in. Climber's got the untargetable, got the crash down for YCX. Ala still pumping, still kicking, and still snipping. He goes untargetable. Ala one tap, but he can't die. Who's going down? Climber low, but he gets the darkened daggers. He's getting low, but Missing is here now, and Climber no escape. He's gonna take down YCX, and it's catastrophe for LGD.
There's no objectives. There's no towers to be taken. Scout can barely even finish that mid lane tier 1 that was standing on 1 HP.
Oh and my god. Is he going to solo bola Xiaoya that gets the barrier out? Missing. That was a really good flash, but he's just not gonna make it. Missing, claims another kill. That's 3-kill Alistar, by the way. Put some respect on that cow's name.
Great dodge on the crash down from Ala.
Ala was
all
cooking.
this time, we have
Oh, Pays, out of all people on the Ezreal, we talked about being so safe, still has cleanse.
JDG is not going to contest that. He's gonna go stop Ale from pushing that top side tower. Ale and Sasa going at it, and LGD are gonna take that dragon for free. They're still going at it.
Waiting for him to pull the trigger on that True Shot Barrage coming across as well. People just trying to fire shots left and right. Meanwhile, top lane. Meanwhile, Sasa gets the solo bolo on Ala. Gets taken down by Scout in the end, but that might just be worth it.
Sasa's had Ala's number twice now. The double solo kill onto the Gwen with Ignite. Hold on.
Oh, Chains of Corruption goes wide. Shouldn't feeling confident. Goes with the Crescent Guard into the fight. YCX back, getting away at least. Gets hit back by the Seismic, and that's it. Scout cleans up another kill. They're going to transition this to top lane too and split the diff in the jungle.
TP, XQW, TP Redemption. Can you get anything done?
He didn't die immediately this time. That's a positive. He's not seen. Another TP is coming down. That is Sasa. That is a real deal. That is the problem. TP coming in from Ala as well. Scout trying to get away from XQW. This is hella chaotic, but I love it. Pays coming over on the side. Scout still buying time. Scout takes down the wonder of Climber. And now Sasa is just in a 1v4, and no weapon can get you out of that one, Jax. XQW survives, but
on the counter strike from Jax, and then at that point LGD was too overextended. Hold up.
We're getting into a fight. Crash down with the Magnet Storm used, but Sasa is already going down. That's your saving grace. Your Jax is gone. You are cooked. As the Scout getting followed by XQW. That was one of the coolest combos I've ever seen. He does end up having to immediately get out, and they'll still lose the tier 2 here. And Missing goes up to 6,000 assists in the LPL. One of the legacy players, and what this new JDG roster has been built around.
Absolutely. So aggressive as well. Very close to Shahu on assists as well.
It's very big.
Yeah, Mako in particular was like 9.5k. Excuse me, what?
That's what happens when you play the league for 10 plus years. Already almost half health. Climber trying to come around the corner, but I don't think they're going to make it in time. They have a hell of a pincer maneuver here as well with XQW and Sasa on the other side of the fight, but he's already about half health.
Scout?
Now you got to get Climber in there. Climber has to do something here. Climber is on the Neferi, and he's a massive member, but now he's getting soloed in a 1v2 against Ala. Ala just single-handedly smacked down LGD, said no, not today, my young ones. As soon as in a 1v2, maybe going into a 1v3 here, but still feeling pretty confident as the wind becomes lightning, he becomes myth, and he becomes legend in this game. A double kill, looking for more, maybe a triple. Give it to him. He's trying to get the last little bits of LGD. Not gonna find the kills, but lasting damage done to LGD's base. Their hopes, their dreams of trying to fight for that second place are vanishing before their very eyes.
Yeah, and if you were wondering what a top lane B1 Gwen should look like, that's what it should look like. Ale completely demolished that team fight. Sure, they're ahead, but Ale's pretty even in his own matchup, but he has found the backline. He's found Xiaoye through that play that we just watched.
What do you do against that? Now TP go, now anything you can do, I can do better is what Ala says. Missing the Chains of Corruption. Xiaoye is gone. That is so unfortunate. And I just want to say this is not the way LGD wanted to go, as YCX will have to give his life that blast cone, just denying the inevitable here as they try to collapse onto Shun, but Shun is healing so much from the Sundered Sky. Crescent Guard to get the kill, throwing some style points on it with a seismic shove from Scout. There is nothing that LGD can do to save their hopes of a second place finish in Group D. JDG, they might have looked wary, they might have looked a little bit chaotic sometimes, but they will inevitably be the second place finisher of Group D, and they will also secure their spot in Group Ascend. Sasso wants to give them a run for their money one more time, but the last Nexus turret is down at JDG. They've borne their teeth, and they sunken them into the LPL and into LGD.
A mixed match of players from JDG. Bro has a world skin on Yumi, so what? That's the best time to bring it out.
And now we have our comps set for the final game of the day. No, does he know?
Doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, it's happening. My worst nightmare. And Weiwei's. There's a bunch of dogs in his jungle, and he just gets his blue buff. He takes it. Oh, this might be repayment, though. Weiwei going down. One darkened dagger, and the snipe from JJ for first blood for IG. Was the blue worth it? Showing out consistently on this team. Now he's on the Defiri, getting to have a little bit of fun with it to wrap up Group D. Mako rookie move over, though LNG has collapsed. Double crash down here, and Haichao coming around the corner. Dian needs to get in the fight. Equalizer comes in from the distance, and maybe this IG fight is way too much to handle. The Realm Warp not going to be there because rookie is gone, and now everybody on the other side of the fight going on to Dian the Shy, though the needlework is doing massive work, and the Shy can now go snip all over the lives of LNG. Mako buying so much time. He's going to fall in the end, and one more auto, not going to be enough for the Shy to get the kill. Not even going to be close to matching the pressure that can be provided there, as now we see Jie take all 3 grubs on the top side of the map. And, all that time on LGD, maybe making a little bit of something happen. Jie, he's coming over. Weiwei already in the bush here. Zika tanking the needlework. JJ thinks they're not here. Equalizer back into the CC, the Shy, but is it enough? Oh my god, he gets him, but he's going to go down now. JJ against Weiwei in a little bit of trouble now. Gets permafrosted, and Weiwei comes up with his own double kill. That Poro's got teeth 2 times. Ward going to come through. The Shy gets caught. The Shy is going down, potentially up here on the top side. This would be massive for LNG, and they're going to cook him alive there. As they take him down, the Dragon goes to IG on the other side of things, and Dede will take the jungle of Weiwei. Grubs are coming up in 30 seconds, so any fight here guarantees grubs for the winner. As LNG are moving up here in full force. They're bringing Photic around as well. Killer Instinct in. They want to catch Mako. He does have the wall, but is it going to be enough? Nice flash with the Void Seeker. Oh, he didn't predict the damage. The healing from the Summoner spell.
However, that allows LNG to take full control, and I have been loving how proactive they're playing around their map. However, IG are pulling TPs.
Oh no, this is your 2-0 Corki. This was your saving grace. He's going to flash, but it's not going to be nearly enough. The prison will keep him in his tights, and he will go down.
A little bit too overextended right there, trying to pressure into the Shy.
Whoa, coming around the corner too. They're playing a little dicey. Mako's still not level 6. Somehow he's still not level 6, y'all. And Mako, one auto finally gets him. You're not getting away from me this time, says Photic. His way to being a big dog. And IG gonna collapse on a Weiwei and maybe make that dog even bigger. Whoa, coming over on the other side, though, with Gala following through. They're stuck in this choke point. They're stuck in this river, and Mako will just die again.
That's the reminder right there that this Brom is only there defensively, but he's the only one who can face check from the side of IG. Weiwei, that's not your jungle. Backs. It never was. You're 2 levels down. You've sacrificed yourself for your team, and now your team needs to get you the dub right here. However, finish off the game, and this is going to be feat of strength for the neutral objectives going over to IG, and feat of strength in general, because this is going to solidify. They have the first tower, of course, from the Shy down bot lane. With them is Zika on this rumble. And unfortunately, no feat of strength over there. Hold up.
Oh no.
Mako.
Maybe. Oh god. Maybe going 0-4 here for Mako. As he does go down to Zika. That is very unfortunate. And honestly, it's keeping LNG ahead in this game. They're still almost over 1,000 gold. So now they have to contest IG here, though. He's completely caught here. He's forced a flash to try to get away. TP's going to be utilized from rookie, and now the Shy's going ham in the fight. Gets a big needlework. Equalizer was used. JJ gets one, but gets traded back down. Photic has been untouched, and Photic's moment is nigh. Photic trying to cook him up, but now they are split. Dwo on the other side of the wall means that LNG don't feel comfortable to move forward. And Zika very low health. They'll try to defend this outer tower top lane.
Turn to form. That is one of the champions he can do it on. His Kai'Sa was so good last year when he used to pop off. And right here, he has been given all the tools and the gold to do this one more time. Now, Zwo, wait, Haichao, Avengers have assembled on the tops of the map. Mako, again, no flash.
And not only is he doing it on Gala's Kaisa as well, but he's also doing it on the IG skin against Invictus Gaming. Even though they might not have Jackie Love, it's still against the organization that places that skin. And now you have LNG taking out this Rift Herald, providing them some latent gold on the map in just a bit. They could just charge that in the mid lane and give them a little bit of font of pressure. We're just going to go down the ladder. We're looking down bot lane, though. As Rookie, he has Realm Warp, but I don't think he's going to be able to safely get out of this with Weiwei here. He has so much CC chain to back him up. Haichao collapse. That's all 5 members. What did this man do? No way! Oh, he gets stopped in the end, and Zika will claim the kill. I thought he was going to make the great escape. They're losing an inhib turret in mid lane potentially because of that play, though.
Every single time LNG commits bodies to a side play, IG will take something in return. That's a huge chunk on that mid lane tower, and they're going to take the whole thing because LNG was spotted doing the dragon, and this could be disastrous, actually, for LNG.
The lead has flipped.
That's 2 towers and an 3 towers. Mid lane tier 2, top lane tier 2, and an inhibitor tower going down for a Rookie death.
And try to go for the outer turret. They will get it off the charge and a couple auto attacks there. You have Dede and Mako moving up through the river.
This was just start taking structures down. We have the Rift Herald. We cannot use it mid because IG are...
Oh, speaking of, the Shy gets caught in a little bit of the Shy moment. A solo bolo for the now pillar player for LNG and Zika as Zwo goes for the engage onto Mako. They get a nice little crash down, but Dede gets 1 kill and looking for more. They do end up cleaning up Gala, so that's 3 bodies down from IG. Dede forced to run away in LNG. They are starting to take the lead again.
All I'm going to say here is that LNG have the chance to do the funniest thing that no other team could do.
What is
JJ under a lot of trouble. It's a 3 versus 1.
He untargetables out of that permafrost, but he's still going to die. Oh my god, the healing. Okay. No. Somebody please get this champion out of my League of Legends games. I don't want to see it anymore.
Oh boy, we cannot evade this.
He's TPing to the dogs, by the way. He's TPing to the dogs because you can do that for some reason. It's standing like a bodyguard, not letting LNG back into their house. They've got the keys, the Shy. Do you have enough to stop them? No. They just barge right in. Although JJ gets the flash out of Weiwei there, number 2, and maybe looking to take permanent presence right here with it. Gets Jewel caught out, though. The Weiwei and Haichao, the rest of the company coming down the other side. Oh, God, they put themselves in a choke point. Okay, now Zika finds the engage onto Mako. Dede still untouched over here. He's the big damage dicker as long as they go in. Weiwei going down now as well. Gala gets 1. Now Equalizer just as a door, but it's not going to be enough to stop them from moving forward. It's going to be a triple kill for Gala on the Ezreal. I mean, I think they can just do the Baron here.
Wait, just like that, IG just turns the page and starts a new freaking chapter? Like, why? Like, if LNG do not pull the trigger, IG gets to run them down. This is going to be easy Baron for them, and unfortunately, LNG in the meantime cannot get anything there.
Yeah, it's such a tough fight because you feel like there's a little bit of exit strategy there from LNG if they can't do it now. We're looking at a Dragon that's already being taken by IG, but LNG are down here coming up in just 2 seconds.
Zika might be pinched.
Rookie.
Zika might be pinched.
Get him. Oh, but is he pinched or is he pinching? I think he's getting pinched, and reality's going to hurt there as JJ gets another one.
Yeah, got spotted an award right there, and IG instantly collapsed onto him. Rookie from mid, and the rest of the members from that bot side. Rookie back to base, but he does have that Rise ult to get a little bit closer. There is still Baron up on those IG members, and now LNG on the back foot.
Okay, they get the turret. That's going to signal potentially the end. Baron up still for 1 minute and 15 seconds for them, so they have so much time to work with. Finish this one out, but now they're on the precipice of going undefeated in Group D. And it wasn't even close, Trouble. It was not even close. They dominated every single matchup they had. And now maybe being pushed to the brink here with the nice Magnet Storm. Photic finds the backline now as well. Glacial Prison is not going to go through, but the Glacial Fissure does work, though. The Shy is being untouched, but now being touched a little bit. His Needlework is healing so much, and JJ is getting his resets. He gets that one, and it's the Shy going ham in the last fight on this Gwen. That signals IG's undefeated run in Group D, much to the chagrin of LNG. They will try to finish this one off with the Baron minions.
You can solo kill him twice, but you cannot keep him down. The Shy will come up clutch with the plays, and Zwo face right here to kill both carries to potentially salvage the game, but it's not gonna be enough.
They're going to play with their food a little bit, but IG will nonetheless become the super team that they promised.